My name is Ruben November, and I'm from Pineal. The things that I know about slavery is by hearsay, and where my ancestors come from, especially the November, came from Madagascar, way in the 1800s. My grandfather was a descendant, so I don't know actually the older one, his dad, but and I don't actually know my grandpa because he was also dead when I was born. I don't think enough has been done. I don't think justice has been done. Too many things has been just swept under the carpet, and the real stories isn't brought forward. I think it's because the way of living, people don't want to be connected to slavery, and there's all kind of myths going around about slavery. So I think there's now not too much has been done. Pineal was actually part of a farm, papiermolen, that was given to the slaves that was freed in 1834, but they were actually released in 1838, and this piece of land was given to them by some farmers. The de Villiers, Paul de Villiers, gave a piece of land. The original idea of it was for them to get their own piece of land and home to be built on, and also to that the church must be built, and the school. So the school and the church was established on the same time, and that's why there's a lot of emphasis in this town about education. People is very strong on being educated. I think it's a way of getting away from the slavery mentality. Yeah, I did know that slaves were given calendarly months, their surnames especially, and I think it's about it's also a hearsay that they couldn't pronounce the name, and then they were given the name of month, the year. But from my side, I've never been affected by being November. I've never been, sort of degraded, or I don't feel less better than you or something. One of my father's brothers, he changed his surname to Nober. He took out the Vem. He lived in Somerset East, in Eastern Cape. He was a teacher there. And he changed his surname, and maybe he was affected in that part of of the country where he was living. I've been now headmaster at Pineal for the past 20 years. My father was a senior teacher at the same school. I actually got his post when he retired in 1981. And I got his post in 1982. It seems that their father, his name was Seister November. They call him Seis, and my grandma was Cornelia. They call her Nearly. They were very strong on being educated. My dad was a teacher, and his elder brother and the elder sister. So there were 3 out of the 5 were teachers or in the line of education. In our household, we are 7 kids, 4 is teachers. Exactly, definitely it can be a story of hope, because now I think we've been liberated through education, and we stand back for nothing because we're well educated and we're well spoken, and we can argue sensibly about things, and you can learn about how to survive. By just, I think it comes from the slavery side that people should support each other. When I was a kid and when I grew up, there was a lot of our, especially our mothers, were housewives, and they were the guardians of all the kids that passes or go through or come in the street and play in the streets, because they correct you and they help you, and they motivate you. And when there's in the older days, when there was a wedding, especially, there was everyone was at the church. It was like one of those wow moments in town. Nowadays, especially during funerals, there's a lot of support for families that lost loved ones, and I think that's where people can learn from. I think it's a part that came from slavery. I think it is a thing that came from not having everything, and you have to rely on the next one.